A single photo shattered my marriage. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. If you have ever worked late for your family only to discover a secret, then this story is for you. The cold rain was falling over the streets of New York City. Jason sat exhausted in his office chair in Manhattan. He rubbed his tired eyes and opened his phone. He sent a message to his beautiful wife Tiffany. "Hey babe, the project is running late again. I am going to sleep on the office couch tonight. Go to bed early and do not stay up too late." Tiffany replied almost instantly with a heart emoji. "Oh honey, you work so hard. Please take care of yourself." Looking at her sweet message, Jason felt his fatigue melt away. He felt lucky to have such a supportive wife. He went back to work with a smile on his face. At 1 o'clock in the morning he finally finished his work. He walked to the small staff lounge to rest. Tiffany always complained that the office lounge was too messy. So Jason had rented an expensive penthouse for her. To give her the best life, he carried a very heavy mortgage. Before sleeping, Jason scrolled through Instagram. He just wanted something relaxing to help him fall asleep. But a photo suddenly popped up that made him freeze. It was a post from Lucas, a student Jason had been sponsoring. Lucas was sitting in a beautifully decorated bedroom. He was wearing casual home clothes. But the furniture in the background made Jason's blood run cold. That custom oak wardrobe. Those limited edition designer bed sheets. Jason had spent half a month's salary on those for Tiffany. That was his home. His only home in the expensive part of the city. The caption on the photo was even more shocking. "So blessed to live in such a cozy and warm home." Jason looked at the likes on the post. He saw Tiffany's profile picture right at the top. Then he saw her comment at the bottom. "Anything for you babe as long as you are happy." Jason felt his heart turn into a block of ice. He let out a cold laugh and grabbed his car keys. The streets of New York were empty and quiet at 2 in the morning. He drove his car and the freezing wind hit his face. The wind kept his mind sharp and clear. He and Tiffany met back in college. She was the most popular and gentle girl on campus. Even though her family was difficult, Jason believed in love. They had been married for 5 years and were the perfect couple. But now he realized the woman he loved had changed. The home he built felt like a crime scene. When he reached his front door, his hand trembled. Tiffany stood up from the sofa looking shocked. "Jason, you said you were working late tonight. Why are you back so late?" She took his coat and keys with her usual gentle smile. She acted so naturally that there was not a single mistake. Jason suppressed his anger and rubbed his eyes. "I am just exhausted, Tiffany. Let us just go to sleep." He led her toward the master bedroom. But at the door, Tiffany suddenly blocked his way. Her eyes flashed with a hint of panic. "Honey, why don't you take a hot shower first? Or I can go downstairs and make you some food." Looking at her nervous smile, Jason let out a silent laugh. If she was not hiding something, she would not act this way. Jason slowly let go of the doorknob. At that moment, the bedroom door opened from the inside. Lucas, the student who had just graduated, walked out. "Tiffany, what is all the noise out here?" When he saw Jason, the young man's eyes widened. "Jason, hey man, when did you get back?" The casual way he spoke made Jason sick. "Are we that close?" Jason stepped back coldly. He avoided Lucas's hand as the young man tried to grab him. Jason stared at Tiffany with a piercing look. Tiffany's face turned from red to a ghostly white. Jason, let me explain. Lucas just started his internship and had nowhere to stay. I brought him here as a favor to a fellow student. He was not feeling well, so he was resting in the room. The guest room is not ready yet. Tiffany kept talking, trying to cover up the truth. Jason just gave a cold and short nod. He realized how many faces this woman really had. The seeds of doubt had grown into a forest. Jason had enough patience to wait for the final blow. Fine, it is late. Let us just get some sleep, he said. He pretended not to see them holding hands. When Jason went into the guest room, Lucas followed him. The young man looked nervous and gripped his shirt. Jason, can I help you make the bed? Jason looked at him with a mysterious smile. Lucas lowered his head, acting humble and small. Jason remembered 4 years ago when his business was failing. Tiffany suggested he sponsor a student for good luck. She was the one who chose Lucas. Now he realized this was not charity. Lucas was her hand-picked project. Jason nodded at Lucas, suppressing his anger. Thanks, he said shortly. As Jason was about to leave, Lucas suddenly grabbed his arm. Jason, do you really think she is still being honest with you? Lucas looked down as Jason stared at him. If you want to know the truth, I can help you. Jason paused, but he did not look back. He went back to the master bedroom. He saw Tiffany hiding her phone under her pillow. Honey, I started the shower for you, she said. She was trying to be extra sweet before the shower. Jason waited until the water started running. He reached under the pillow and took out her phone. He tried the password she had told him years ago. The password still worked. The moment the screen unlocked, his world collapsed. He saw a long list of contacts with strange nicknames. Sun-Kissed Jr., the art model, the gym trainer. Jason took a deep breath, feeling a sharp pain in his chest. His wife was using his hard-earned money for a secret lifestyle. No wonder his credit card bills had been so high. He scrolled through the messages and they were very bad. Jason calmly used his own phone to take photos of all the evidence. Then he put her phone back exactly where it was. As he walked to the bathroom, Lucas stopped him again. If I told you I have records of every cent she gave me, would you believe me? The young man asked. Why are you telling me this? Jason asked. Because I know who actually worked for that money. And you are not the only brother she has on the side. Jason did not look back, but his mind was made up. He had a witness and he had the proof. He handed the towel to Tiffany and received a fake hug. Once her hug felt like home, but now it felt like a trap. Jason sat on the living room sofa all night long. He watched the sun rise over the New York skyline. In his heart he had already said his final goodbye. When the first light hit the room, Tiffany came out. She was all dressed up for a brunch with her friends. Jason threw a thick folder of documents on the table. Tiffany, it is over. Sign these papers now. Tiffany froze as she saw the word divorce. Jason, are you crazy? Why are you doing this? Jason laughed and showed her the photos of the bank transfers. You used my blood and sweat to pay for other men. Why did you think I would keep paying for this lie? Tiffany's gentle face twisted into something ugly. She tried to grab the documents but Jason pushed her back. If you do not sign, I am taking all of this to court. And I will tell your family exactly how you have been living. Tiffany finally broke down and started crying. Please Jason, give me one more chance. Jason turned away feeling nothing but peace. He immediately called the bank and cancelled all her cards. After the divorce, Tiffany's life fell apart instantly. The young men she supported disappeared very quickly. She had no skills and could not find a good job. She eventually had to move back to her difficult family, where she was treated like a burden once again. 6 months later, Jason got a call from her. Her voice was raspy and filled with regret. Jason, I am so sorry. Please, can I come home? Jason listened to her beg, feeling absolutely nothing. You chose this path, Tiffany. Now you have to walk it alone. He hung up the phone and looked at the city lights. Lucas was now working as a junior analyst in Jason's company. He proved to be a hard-working and honest employee. Jason, do not look back, Lucas said. Your new life starts now. Jason smiled and nodded, feeling free for the first time. Marriage is never a one-way street. When your heart is stepped on, you must leave. Be kind but always keep your strength. I hope everyone watching this stays sharp in their relationships. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment below about Jason's choice. See you in the next story.